Hey everybody, this is Brett with Brett's Auto Reviews, and today I'm going to be taking this 2023 Jeep Wrangler High Tide out for a test drive. I've had a lot of people on my Summit Auto channel as well as Brett's Auto Reviews ask me, how does the 35-inch wheel and tire group ride? I get a lot of those questions on the Rubicon, but it's the same suspension on the High Tide as the Extreme Recon on the Rubicon, so it's going to be no different. So we're going to take this out on the highway, we're going to take it in the city, I'm going to give you my honest opinion whether it rides rough, whether it's really smooth or not. So let's get right into it. Huge shout out to Summit Automotive for letting me take this for the weekend and do my test drives with it. Visit them at summitauto.com. Let's get right to it. Alright everybody, so I'm in the 2023 High Tide. Told everybody I would do a video of driving around town. I'm going to do a video on the highway. So this is going to be the highway portion of this video. And I can tell you right now that this thing rides really nice for the big wheels and tires that are on it. It's pretty smooth. I mean, it's not a luxury sedan, but it's also definitely not a truck. It's, you know, it rides like a Wrangler. I wouldn't say it rides really any worse than any other Wrangler I've ever ridden in. The only thing is that the tires, because there's more surface area on the road, are a little bit louder than other Wranglers I've driven. And the other thing that we're going to do here is, sorry about that, my gimbal does not like looking at the dash. But what other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the fuel economy on here to see what kind of real life fuel economy we're going to get. I'm going to go about 5 miles on the highway, and then I'm going to turn off, and then we'll come back, and then we'll do some city driving in this video. And I'll probably speed it up throughout the video, so if all of a sudden we're going faster, then we're just killing time here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the cruise control at 68 miles per hour just to get in good, so that I'm going the speed limit but not going too fast. Oh, we're at 69 there. So now I'm going to reset the fuel economy just by pressing the OK button here and holding it. Now we're reset. So the window sticker says that we're supposed to be getting 24 miles per gallon highway. So once we get up to speed here and just kind of cruise for a little bit, we'll see where that goes. But it's not too bumpy on the highway. I mean, this is 151, so it's not the newest highway. I think it was done in about 2006 or 2023. All I know is it got done right when I got done with college, which would have been nice to go back home on, but whatever. Anyways, we're at 69 miles per hour, and I do not see this changing very much. So we were at about 41 miles when we started. Like I said, at about 46, 47 miles, I'll turn around and we'll come back. Gotta love the pumpkin orange color on here. Great visibility out the front. Really makes me miss my Wrangler. I had a sunburst or sunset pearl metallic. I think the paint code was PLC. Very similar to Pumpkin. This is PE4 for the paint code. But yeah, it's just a little bit louder than the normal Wranglers, just because those tires are so wide and they got a little bit more surface area to them. I will say that the sound system, this one has the Alpine Premium sound system, which is really nice. And so you can kind of drown out that tire noise with that awesome sound system. So you can see we got latitude, longitude, and everything here with the off-road pages, which is pretty cool. Also have your accessory gauges right here, which would be nice if you were hauling a camper or something. So we're at about 45 miles. I'll turn around here in a little bit, and then we'll go back. And if you thought maybe that this was going to get better, it really hasn't. Best I saw is 18, 19 there. Of course, we were going uphill, so that's why we're going to go there and back. All right, we're at 46 miles. The next turn off, I'm going to turn around here. Not really sure where that's going to be. I think up here. I don't see any no U-turn signs, so I think we're good. I'm getting the left lane since that's clear. I'm going to hit resume so it goes back up to 69 miles per hour. Yeah, I definitely like the ride in it. I think it's, for the wheels and tires the size that they are, I think this thing rides fantastic. Seats are comfortable. I mean, is it bumpy? A little bit, but I think the seats are plush enough that it absorbs most of it. So now you can see I'm getting just a little bit, I'm getting 20 right now. 19, 20. My guess is that window sticker fuel mileage is just for a normal Wrangler without the 456 gears, because remember the Tire and Recon or 35-inch tire group gives you the 456 gears, which is not going to be great for your fuel economy. So there is that. But I'm guessing that was originally for just a sport with normal wheels and tires on it and the normal gears. So we've gone approximately 9 miles now. I think that's a pretty good test. Almost 10 miles here at 69 miles per hour. That's exactly 10 miles now. So we're going to get off, and I got 15.3 in those 10 miles. So 15.3, 15.4. Obviously we're not on the gas right now, so it's getting a little bit better. Now we're going to go back into the city, and I'll drive around. I'll put probably about 10 miles on in the city, and then we'll get an average. Yeah, we can do a trip. So I'll reset this once we get into the city, and then we can compare averages. Alright, I'm going to reset this right now. We'll see what kind of average miles per gallon we get in the city here as we're coming into it. We're just going to go over this overpass here. And we hit the green light. We've got a lot of roundabouts in Fond du Lac. I just put these in a couple years ago. I kind of like them. They're easy if you know what you're doing. It's the people that don't know what they're doing that's scary. So there's McDonald's. That McDonald's was actually in Super Size Me. What is his name? Gorski. I don't know his first name. He's the guy that eats all the Big Macs. That's his McDonald's, where he goes all the time. And we have a train, one of the fun things in Fond du Lac. So I'm going to go left so that we can avoid that. Don Gorski. It's Don Gorski. Eats all the Big Macs. I was actually there when he ate his 25th, 1001 burger. I was getting coffee. He was getting Big Macs. So this will be a little bit different route than normal, but we'll still get city driving here. We got another Wrangler up here. I actually got, no, that's a Gladiator. 2 Gladiators. If there was somebody in there we could wave. Jeep wave. Now you can see we're in the city right now, and I'm actually getting 20.7 miles per gallon. So I'm actually getting better in the city than I was on the highway there, which is interesting since the window sticker says 24 city, 19 highway, or 24 highway, 19 city, for an average of 21, which seems I get better. Now we're on a really bumpy road right now, so I mean, yes, it is bumpy. I think it'd be bumpy in any vehicle, but still pretty smooth. Bigger tires are always gonna give you a little bit more feedback. Got the famous Joe's Fox Hut on the left there. Fantastic pizza. If you ever come to Fond du Lac, definitely hit that up. A lot of shops down here. Some bars. That used to be a pretty good sports bar. Coliseum. I haven't been there in years. This does have the start stop, so the engine was actually off right there, which helps with the city miles per gallon. Once again, it's just a little bumpy. I mean, and because you're up higher, I guess it's a little bit more side to side. But overall, I think it rides just fine. Especially for, you know, the size of the wheels and tires. It's a lifted Wrangler, and to expect it to handle like a luxury sedan would be silly. So now that we've been giving it a little bit more stopping and starting and all that, we're at about 17.8. So roughly about 10 miles city, 10 miles highway. Now this is just the city driving right here, and we have arrived at our destination. That you get 17.3 for the city driving, and we put about probably about 6-7 miles on, and then 17.1 for the average on both the highway, so you can see, and the city. So you're gonna get around 17 if you're not really gunning it, if you're driving smoothly. 17 seems to be where it's gonna want to be for city and highway. Averaged out, and remember highway. Well, everybody, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed driving the vehicle, and you know, final thoughts on just the ride and drive that we did today. For the lift, wheels, and tires that's on it, it rides really smooth. I mean, for a lifted Wrangler, like I said, it's not a luxury sedan, but it doesn't ride like a truck. You can definitely tell that, I mean, look at how big those tires are. The road noise, minor. But as far as ride quality, I thought it was really good. And you can tell there's a lift. There's just a little bit of wobble to it, but other than that, I think it really rides great. The fuel economy, I was expecting that. I was expecting it to be lower than the window sticker just because of the wheels and tires and the 456 gears. I didn't think that that was gonna hold up. 17 average for the city and the highway. We did about 10 miles on the highway. We did about 6 miles in the city. And I was really surprised that it actually gets just as good in the city as it did on the highway. Maybe at a lower speed it'll get better on the highway, but we were at about 70 miles an hour for the whole ride. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned anything, give me a like, subscribe, and share on my channel. And until our next vehicle that we check out, take care. All right, let's see here. $75.50. Oh yeah. It'll fit. It'll fit.